I just found in my albums a collection of reels with really, really great advice that I had not posted yet. And I will be sharing them because they're really good advice. However, I am so tan in them. I swear to God, I was looking at them and I was like, okay, I'm still gonna share them mixed in with reels that I'm posting right now, but I just have to say, please do not make fun of me. I tan really, really dark, and then I get a little pasty, like whatever. But yeah, you guys are probably gonna be like, oh, I promise you, it's just the way that it's not like I'm like tanning myself with a spray or something one day and then the next day. No, I really want to share that content that I have just sitting there, and it's just gonna be very comical. It's gonna be hilarious. It's just my grid is gonna look like I'm three different people. I just want to start off this video by saying that I love my family, I love my friends, I love my dogs, and I love my job. But sometimes you just need some time for yourself, okay? For mental health, which is why I booked a 3-day vacation for myself, by myself, no one else, to a beach destination, which is why I'm gonna be taking some long walks on the beach, and these will come in handy. They're these super cool little fanny packs that you can just put your wallet and your phone in, and then you can actually get into the water without having to ask anyone for to save your stuff. I also got these sweet ass bathing suits, son. They are super, super, super dope. Not gonna lie, they fit really good. And I'm actually not gonna say the brand because my friends and my father are copycats. The second they see me in bathing suits, they're like, "Oh, where'd you get that?" Next time I see them, they are wearing the exact same one, and then I have to coordinate with them. Like, oh my God, what am I gonna? No, I'm gonna wait until the end of the summer, and then I'm gonna tell your ass where I got them. Okay? Mental health. Take some time off for yourself. Mwah. 1 gram of carbohydrate adheres to 4 grams of water inside of our bodies. Recently, I started realizing that my shirts were starting to fit a little bit tighter, and this became a concern because I'm not trying to build any more muscle. And naturally, within that short period of time, it's not supposed to. I think that I reached the level of muscles that my body will allow itself to grow within like the first 5 years of exercising. So then I just focused on really leaning out in order to really expose the muscle. Chances are that you already have the muscle that you want, the amount of muscle that you want is just kind of hidden under fat. So I went back into my notes and I realized that I had added 50 grams of carbs into my diet in order to have more resistance at the gym. So I removed those carbs, those 50 grams extra, just for like a couple of days. And there you go. My body went right back to its regular composition. So if you ever feel a little bit bloated or that things aren't fitting properly, just decrease your carb intake because it might just be water. Everyone has a different muscle that they either want a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. That's up to you. It's your taste. And there are ways to achieve this using sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, which is kind of it's temporary because it's not real. It's congestion of fluid in a muscle that will last, relatively a few weeks if you exercise it for, let's just say 4 weeks. Now, for example, there are ways to achieve it. My favorite muscle in the world is the posterior delt, which is like right back here. Now, in real life, it's almost impossible to train this muscle because you have to get in a compromising position. You have to lift a weird object. However, in the gym, there's so many machines and stuff and options. So a good way to do this is just kind of protagonize it a little bit more. That muscle, protagonize it a little bit more over others. So for example, if I'm gonna go have a shoulder day, which consists of like traps, anterior, lateral, and posterior shoulders, I will do 2 of the posterior out of the 5. Maybe start with posterior and end with posterior, and it'll glow. Let's talk about grocery stores. Let's talk about you and me. So I used to have these food delivery apps, you know, the ones that we all know. And I deleted it. It was my New Year's resolution. So now I get a lot of pleasure out of just going straight from work at around 9 p.m. and going into the grocery store. My diet is very, very, very basic and structured from the moment I wake up all the way until nighttime. And my very last meal, I like to go to the store and just surprise myself. It keeps my mind on check and it helps me get through diets that can be kind of boring at times. So just go and enjoy it. Delete these apps. If you're gonna go out and splurge or something like that, go to a nice restaurant with your buddies or a date and make a thing out of it. But if you're just like on a Tuesday night going home by yourself or whatever, swing by the grocery store and see all the new stuff that they have. The new fishes, the new meats, different salads that they have, so it will definitely change your body. By the way, my back now has abs and I'm super proud of that. I'll show you right now. I got it just going straight up and fit and down and fit. Yes, son. About a year ago, I went through, I want to say, one of the darkest times in my life, okay? It was, if you actually see my posts, there is kind of this gap of like a year where I went radio silent. And I'm talking, there was so many things happened internally, and it took a hit. My mental health took a hit. My diet, my body took a hit. So I kind of once I was able to get out of it, I'm not saying that I'm completely out of it, but I was able to kind of like rebuild from scratch because I had a memory of being extremely happy. And when I was starting over to heal myself, it was that memory that kept me going and striving and, having faith basically in getting better again. Can we predict that bad things are gonna happen? Absolutely not. But when bad things do happen and we do fall, we always have that memory of the moment that we were happy. And that helps us and motivates us to rebuild. The video that I'm about to make is for a very specific type of person. So if you're not that type of person, please refrain from rolling your eyes because I know that to you, this is gonna sound ridiculous. But there are a lot of people that are born so anxious, so anxiety-ridden, that they find it hard to chew. The mere fact of chewing causes them to gag. This used to be an issue that I used to suffer from, not anymore, thank God. But it is an issue because I used to be depleted of nutrients at a very young age. And I really wish that someone would have told me that a lot of meals, a lot of macronutrients come in powder form. So for example, isolated whey protein is a fast absorbing protein. And casein is a slow digested protein. Also carbohydrates come in fast absorbing, which is dextrin, and also sweet potato, rice, oatmeal come in powder form. So if you are a person that just can't stomach chewing and swallowing and stuff, you can make You can feed your body with shakes. I wouldn't recommend it as main meals, but try to get it in between meals. Fitness, y'all. So I am officially in Alicante, which is in the beach in Spain. And I have to say, you cannot imagine the peace that I felt waking up this morning. I mean, look, I have this pool all to myself right now. It's pretty fucking wild. Oh my God, sorry. Pretty freaking wild. And it really reminds me of the rat race of the city that we, endure every day. It's like, waking up, go to the gym, go to work. And it's just this constant bang, 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 bang. I'm really starting to understand people with weekend houses and, getaways and stuff, because, it really helps you disconnect from how hectic life can be. Look at the clouds. There's like these crazy clouds. There's some military stuff happening. But taking some time for yourself for some disconnect. You have no idea how challenging it was not to work this morning, not to work out as hard as I normally do. I did anyway, but kept it nice and simple. I'm gonna give you a heads up. This post serves absolutely no nutritional information, no fitness information. It has nothing smart to say. I just think it's hilarious. Last night I went to this festival, and this music festival, and I was coming back home, and obviously there were no grocery stores open, and I didn't really have anything in my fridge. So I swung by this 24-hour McDonald's, and I purchased a burger and a McFlurry. Here's the evidence. I'm not lying to you. You guys keep me honest. I keep the receipts. I ate the McFlurry first, as if that's a solid appetizer. And then I fell asleep with my clothes on, with my shoes on, and the burger on my chest, lying down like this. And I woke up in the middle of the night to my dog, the savage of my dog, the little white one that you see just running around sometimes, eating the burger off of my chest. They don't sleep with me. He got on the bed and did this. Now time to go to the gym. I just had the worst workout I've had in months. My heart rate would not go up. I was just lagging in strength. It was a whole thing. And this will happen. It's fine. But try to find the reason for it, because I just went on the app that is synchronized to my watch, and it said that I burned roughly around 5,000 calories yesterday. Not just at the gym, but also walking around and stuff. But my diet, I only consumed 3,000 calories roughly, give or take. But so there's the reason. My body was depleted of nutrients. Obviously it wouldn't run. It had no energy. So make sure to have your watch. This is an Apple Watch. You can just tell me that's too expensive. But there are options. There are some that you can find even on Amazon for 40, 60 bucks, and they do come in handy, because then when you get a meal plan from a nutritionist or a trainer or whatever, you already have your calories counted, and that makes your trainer's job or your nutritionist's job so much easier.